Hey there, Magic One. Welcome to your tarot reading for the week. I really hope that you are staying blessed. I've just called in to say a big hi and to let you know what I've been working on. I'm actually currently chipping away at the March monthly tarot readings. Yes, chipping away because it does take a lot of time. So I'll be releasing them across the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully 2. So keep an eye out for your sign. There's also extended versions of those available this time round. So if the message really resonates for you and perhaps you don't want to get a personal reading, you can, for a very small donation, jump into a more deep and clarified version of that reading. So all the details will be in the reading. When you see your sign pop up, you can find that out. If you do want a personal reading or healing, I am available for those, and you'll find the link to my website down below where you can arrange that. The doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. Should you want to really learn to connect more deeply with your own intuition and guide yourself, I'd love to take you on that journey with me. But for now, I am wishing you a week of love and magic. Thanks for joining me for your reading. Let's head across now. Pisces, welcome to your tarot reading for March 7th through to the 13th. Let's see what may be on the cards for you. I've got the 9 card block here, 3 cards for your recent past, 3 for your current or focused energy this week, and 3 for your near future outcome. I've got a couple of oracle cards, a lead tarot energy, and I've turned over the bottom of the deck for you. This week, Pisces, I'm working with the Work Your Light Oracle, the Sacred Power reading cards, Moonchild and Starchild Tarot from Danielle Knoll, and the Radiant Right Away. So what I'm feeling in this reading, Pisces, is that it is centered around a connection. You know me, I'm not one to just, play the love reading card. So this could be, this could be professional connection. This could be a romantic partnership. It could be a friendship. But I do see that you are considering ending this connection, okay? However, you have one really big fear here, and that fear is being on your own. Being alone and being isolated and feeling like you're losing that sense of security and stability. Okay, so that's what I'm really feeling here. We have to keep in mind that it's not a reason to, to stay in situations that are not making us happy because we're gaining some other payoff from it. So let's jump into the oracles first. I've got Keepers of the Earth. It says, you are not alone. Actually, ancient ancestors stand beside you. I've also got the Sacred Wisdom card here as well. So the cards are trying to say, you are never alone. Your angel spirits, guides are trying to protect you, are trying to give you, the nudge to make the right decisions here. This kind of feeling of loneliness is really, an ego-constructed concept because we're actually all connected. And, if we find and establish that relationship with Source, with God, with Spirit, whatever you want to call it, then, we really feel like we're not in that kind of loneliness. That's very, very fulfilling. So sometimes that helps us to not hold on to connections past their use by date. The lead energy is the 3 of Wands, okay? And this is the energy for me of seeking and searching. Like, it comes after the 2 of Wands where it's like, we've already, made a plan potentially to end this connection. And now it's like we've kind of moved to the next step where we might still be in it, but we know for sure that this is the right thing to do, but we haven't quite taken the leap over the edge yet. Maybe had the conversation, moved out, ended that contract if it's a business situation. But already, just with that clear decision made in your mind, there is this feeling of success, right? And I think you are, in the background, excited about what you can create here, recreate your life, rebirth, a new chapter. But that fear of the isolation and the loneliness is coming in. Death card at the bottom of the deck, we'll get to that, but I'll start with the Hermit, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So you have had the awakening that this partnership is not fulfilling you on a soul level, an emotional level, a happiness level. I mean, the Eight of Cups for me is this energy of you've had a certain amount of success here. You've had a certain amount of connection, but there's been one piece always missing for you. Maybe something you can't quite put your finger on, or you may know, you know, what this is. It could be a, you know, a key value, a non-negotiable that you just don't see eye to eye on, that could become something bigger in the future. So for example, you know, if this is a love situation for you, it might be the way you want to raise children or to have children or not. Depending on your life stage, it could be, you know, where you're wanting to live, could be your spiritual values. In the workplace, it could be wanting to take a completely different approach, a different strategy. Yeah, those kind of issues. And I feel like intuitively, you're awakening to that. You know, the Hermit is a lot about seeking and searching. I think you've been reflecting on this for a while and kind of thinking, well, I actually think I need to go my own way. However, you know, I feel like I'm going to be lost without this person, or there's going to be some kind of loss, because then I'm going to need to journey on my own. That's what I feel with the Hermit energy, okay? Yeah, it really is this energy of kind of isolation coming through. So in the current or focus energy here, Pisces, I've got the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is this real energy of, I'm going to lose something here that's going to put me into a state of lack or misery. You know, it's this real fear of being lonely and isolated. Now, some of you might be needing to move out of a home. Some of you might be needing to split assets. Some of you might be ending a business arrangement with somebody. And there's this feeling of, without that person, I'm losing my security, maybe the hand that feeds me, or a certain amount of, you know, wealth or abundance. But we need to see the big picture here. That's one of the messages of the Five of Pentacles. I mean, these people here are passing the church, right? The Hierophant. They don't even see that they could go in there and get like a bed for the night and maybe some food or something like that, because they're consumed in their misery. So they just pass it. So we really need to see the big picture and realize that our keepers of the earth are with us and guiding us towards happiness. And this is an inevitable step along the way in order to get to that Nine of Cups, that Ten of Cups, okay? So we might go through either a perceived or an actual short-term reduction, loss, or needing to, you know, reestablish some areas. However, what you're going to gain is greater happiness and greater contentment and satisfaction. And the message really is, you know, if we get consumed in that kind of lack mindset, then generally, you know, we will attract more of that, because that's the vibration that we're putting out there. So we've got the Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So the Six of Swords is an energy of, with a heavy heart, I know this is a necessary rite of passage for me. I am moving away from an emotionally tumultuous time. Like, that could have been quite stressful with this person. There could have been arguments or not seeing eye to eye. There could have been a lot of emotional charge around it for some time. So the cards are saying, in order for you to get to the smoother sailing, the peace and the harmony in your life, then we're needing to basically move on, move forward. There's also three indications here of four actually, Three of Wands, of travel, relocation, like distance, location separation. So you might be needing to actually move further afield as a part of this, okay? There could have been a dependency while you were together in one place, but you know, if you leave, maybe you can't afford to stay in that place, or you can't stay in that place and you need to relocate. So that's coming through as well. The Death card here at the bottom of the deck, you know, this really says that this has had its season, had its cycle, and in order to get to the sun energy, the new dawn, the new day that we see rising here on the horizon, generally we need to surrender to the ending. We need to clear the slate. So, you know, this for me is quite a clear indication. It's interesting that the card that comes before the Death card is the Hanged Man. So you might feel at the moment in that stuck kind of sticking point where you're waiting for the insight, maybe the sacred knowledge to come through, you know, the download, you know, whether to make that final step over the edge. I think you've already decided, but maybe it's that download of how do I actually take the action? How do I communicate it to this person? It could be that you're needing to move into a place of ultimate acceptance, and that is how the Hanged Man liberates him or herself, by accepting that an ending is absolutely required here. Okay, Three of Pentacles is here, which can be about, you know, getting the learning from this. It can also be about the workplace. It might mean that, you know, your colleagues or your work situation is going to be really important for you at this time, and that they have your back and that they can support you through this. For some of you, there could be third-party energy here. I mean, I don't like to promote drama, but Three of Pentacles can mean that there might be somebody meddling in this, right through to third-party energies as well. But I'm also seeing it as an energy of the potential rebuild on the other side of this, armed with this knowledge. You know, it's like we won't repeat the cycle again. You know, we'll take note of the red flags of what we don't have in common, or what we don't see on eye to eye, what our non-negotiables are early on, and potentially maybe not engage in these situations. So outcome, I've got Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. So yeah, there is a crossroads energy. I'm feeling like you are in the Hanged Man stage here, but you are so close. Like Nine of Wands is the struggle that we're in when we're either sitting in indecision, or we've made the decision and not taken the action. But we're just one wand away, all right, to bring this to the Ten of Wands, which is releasing that weight off your shoulders, that burden, through holding this inside and not actually sharing it with that person. The Five of Cups is, there is genuine sadness here. There could be guilt as well. You know, you're feeling guilty for this other person. You might feel guilty because, you know, you haven't communicated this yet. And this also indicates that you're kind of doing the grieving before you've actually left the situation. That's quite common. But what I see behind you here is these two cups here, which means that even though this connection here may not be the one, or it may have run its course, there absolutely is new connections coming for you in the future. But of course, we need to clear the space for that as well. If you are still, you know, indecisive, the Two of Swords says, make your decision, Pisces, from fact and logic, right? Pros and cons. If the work of transformation isn't done here, things will continue as they are, and you're likely to have a very similar type of connection with the similar, you know, issues in place. And also your intuition. How do you really feel about this connection? How does it make you feel when you're with this person? But what we want to avoid is emotional decision making. That's where we can get lost into the guilt, the grief, and the sadness, and hold on for the wrong reasons, or because, like I said, maybe we feel like we're going to lose something material, and, you know, that's a reason for us to stay in there. But generally, we never really gain that happiness if we do that. So let's get another one for that outcome. Yeah, Four of Cups. It's like, you know, if we do stay in that situation, then we'll stay in apathy or need to numb ourselves in order to stay there. The Four of Cups is an emotionally disconnected energy, you know, where we've kind of given up on the bigger dream for ourselves. I feel like this person will try to reconnect or do their best to kind of, you know, not let you go. Ace of Wands, yeah. But remember, you are just one action, that one wand away from releasing yourself and opening your energy to new passionate connections, new growth, new potential, and fully stepping into your power, and allowing yourself to step to a new beginning, all the things that the Ace of Wands symbolizes. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I'm wishing you all the best with it if this is your reading. Do keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective. It may or may not resonate for you. Drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all and try to connect with you all over there as well. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll know when I post new videos. It also helps support my channel, so it's a great energy exchange between us, as is when you like, share and comment on the video. It's been a pleasure to read your cards, Pisces. I'll see you back here for another one next time. Bye for now.